Hey everyone, we just got to the Fort Morgan Pier. You saw me fish this on the grand opening day, and it's been a while since I have fished it, so we're coming back to it. It's a beautiful little pier here. It helps protect this boat ramp from the wind and waves of the rough Mobile Bay, and it also provides a place to fish. There's been a pier here a long time, and it was old and wooden. So I have my pier cart with some live bait. We're gonna go try our luck and do some fishing. Man, there's a whole pod of dolphins, about 15 of them. Let's go get position on a spot and see what we can catch. So we're out here on the pier, and I'm just gonna show you my rig setup real quick. This is a simple Carolina rig. So I have a size 4 Kahle hook with some Zuri 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. This is about 15 inches of leader coming to a black barrel swivel, and I'm running a 3/4 ounce egg sinker that can freely slide on my line. Now this is a 2500 Daiwa reel with 15-pound braid and a Star Plasma 2 7-foot medium heavy fast action rod. So I have my bait in one of these Engel live bait coolers, and that's one of those new rechargeable aerators. Really awesome. Let's grab a shrimp out of there. So I have my live shrimp, and everybody hooks these different. If it works for you, do it that way. But what seems to work for me, and I catch a lot of fish this way, is take my hook, and there's a horn. Where that horn meets the body, take your hook and just go in sideways. Careful not to pierce any of that black material inside, because you'll kill them. But see, it looks very natural on the hook that way, and the hookup ratio is pretty good. So let's drop down around this pier. There's a lot of structure. Water's really muddy, but this live bait should be able to get us something. I think I'm gonna drop down right by these pylons, see if we can catch us something today. Let's catch us a pier fish, y'all. So here we go. Let's drop down right here. It's not very deep out here at all. I just keep my finger on the line with the bail open, and this braided line, you can feel everything that's happening to your bait down there. Like just now, felt something try to grab it. And then when you get a bite, you just close that bail, set the hook. Like that. And we have our first fish on today. See what it's gonna be. What are you? Gonna bring it up. Okay. This is a nice little whiting right here. I'm gonna keep him, and I can take him home and eat him, or I can use them for cut bait later if I don't catch any more. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's hook up another shrimp. There we go. All right, fish on. There we go. Don't know what that was just now. We have another fish. A smaller whiting. I'm gonna save that one for bait because I could use some more bait. I just had a big bite on the big rod, but it didn't stay hooked. So that's a perfect bait fish size. Well, it's 2 whitings so far. Let's put on another shrimp. There we go. So I ended up catching 2 whiting and nothing else. I did get a bunch of bite offs, and then I had something pick up that whiting head cut bait, take it out a little bit, and then drop it and never come back. So I just left the Fort Morgan Pier, and I'm out on the Gulf Shore State Park Pier. Throwing the same thing, shrimp on a Carolina rig. Now, the Fort Morgan Pier is nice because there's no paid parking, and it doesn't cost anything to walk on there. You just have to have an Alabama fishing license. To get on the Gulf State Park Pier, you have to pay parking, the pier fishing fee, or the walk-on fee if you're just walking on, and you have to have an Alabama saltwater fishing license. But it's one of the most versatile places ever at the right time. I tell everybody it's the cheapest way to catch the biggest variety of fish in the entire state of Alabama. So I have a live shrimp. Let's go ahead and drop it down here. Pretty turbulent and muddy water. Hopefully our live bait will do the trick. Oh, just got our first fish. right, y'all, we just hooked our first fish. It kind of took me around the pylon. Can you see it down there? It's not a bad one.
That's a nice sheepshead.
Yeah, that's not a bad one. I was hoping for a flounder, but I'll take this. Hard to complain about that, right? There we go. Thank you, ma'am. I know, first cast. First fish of the day right there. On the first drop, when I moved from the Fort Morgan Pier to here, I love the Gulf Shores Pier, but check that out. Really funky teeth on these things. You've seen me catch these before. I absolutely love them. They taste delicious. He's gonna go in our cooler and we're gonna drop some more shrimp down. I have another shrimp on. The awesome thing about fishing in Alabama is everybody's willing to help out here. That's what makes our pier a family. We're gonna make another drop. Okay. They didn't really come out here for sheepshead, but I'll take it. Oh, there's another bite. Come on. Oh, got another one.
Got a good one?
Yeah, not a bad one. I think I want to flip them up.
Oh, nice job.
Want to hand it all? I think I'll flip them up. There we go. Yes, sir. Boom. Got lucky today. Y'all, just pier flipped another sheepshead with this size 4 Kahle hook. Check that out. That's another nice keeper. That's exciting. So these things in the state of Alabama have to be 12 inches fork length. That's from the very tip of the mouth to the fork in their tail. So he makes it no problem. It's gonna go in the cooler with our other one and we're gonna bait up again. Well, that was the second bait, second sheepshead. Let's drop this one down, see if we can get like a third fish. Just getting lucky today. So all I'm doing is letting my bait sit over here, and then this undertow, this current's carrying it out. And whatever's hanging around the pier finds that shrimp, ambushes it, eats it, and if you're lucky, you can hook it and bring it up. So I've got 2 sheepshead so far. Those are great eating fish. Let's see what else we'll catch. There we go. Wonder if he'll measure. I think so, yeah. He felt weird. It felt weird, like I thought I was hung up. I just got this really nice flounder on a live shrimp. So this is a Gulf flounder. They have to be 14 inches in the state of Alabama, and you're allowed 5 a person. So these are very good eating, very highly sought after. Both of their eyes are on the same side of their head, very camouflage. Backside of them is white, and check out those teeth. These are ambush predators. They sit on the bottom, wait for a bait to come by, come up, eat them, and go sit right back down again. So you can catch them year round except November. You cannot keep them in November, but right now these are open and he's gonna go home with us. So that was a nice flounder. I just caught him in the same spot. I don't know if the camera was on or not, but he ended up swallowing that hook pretty good. You'll feel a tick or a bump on your line and then nothing else. And if you lift up, it kind of feels like you're hung up on the bottom. Give it a few seconds and then set that hook, and a lot of times you'll get that fish. You gotta give him time to rotate that hook in his mouth. Fishing's pretty slow now, but if you ever come out here on the pier, you definitely want to watch out for those jokers right there. If you leave any of your cut shrimp on your cleaning table or cooler, they will take it. And they sit on top of those. Those are supposed to stop the birds from sitting on the light posts, but they still do anyway. I'm headed off the pier. Actually, I had a pretty good day. Started out extremely slow early this morning down at Fort Morgan. Came out here to the Gulf Shores State Park Pier. Be sure if you're a veteran, tell them at the window that you're a veteran and you actually get a discount on your fishing fee. State of Alabama state park systems are awesome. Have really pretty facilities. Now, obviously, pier is still broken from Hurricane Sally a few years ago, so you cannot go to the very end, but there's still plenty of places to fish. Well, we made it. Just got a little bit of time to fish. Mom's with me. We have some live shrimp. Have some decently pretty water with not too strong of a current. See what we can catch. Let's drop this thing down. Sometimes that tide can be real strong flowing through here. It's pretty manageable today. Yeah, I have something. There we go. Oh, that's not a bad one, whatever it is. I mean, it feels good. Don't they all though? Let's see what this is. Oh, it's a flounder. That's cool. Not a keeper, unfortunately. That's awesome. That's why he felt weird. Y'all, the flounder is starting to move in. Look at that on the live shrimp. Pretty little fish. They do have to be 14 inches in the state of Alabama. He's not gonna make it. He's like an 11 and a halfer. I love their little mohawk they have. Let's get them back so we can grow bigger. There you go, buddy.
Wow.
Hey, we didn't get skunked and we actually got a pretty high quality fish. It just had to be bigger. So I'm gonna put on another shrimp on my Kahle hook and see if there's another one down there, possibly a bigger one. Let's find out. You can catch practically anything that swims with the live shrimp. That's why you see me use it so much. Come on, toss that thing back down there. If you don't have live bait, you can always use some frozen shrimp, or you can get some fresh dead. Oh, I got another one. There we go. Another fish on. See what this one is. I haven't seen it yet. What is that? Oh, those are cool.
Oh.
Alrighty. That's an ugly fish.
That is the ugliest fish only a mama could love.
That is an oyster toadfish. See if I can show them to you real quick. So there's a toadfish, an oyster toadfish. They have a really freaky looking face right there. They're kind of ugly. You can touch them. They just have kind of spiky gill plates. But isn't that a weird looking thing? You never know what you're gonna catch over here. There's so much structure for these things to live in. We're gonna get them back. They do have teeth you have to watch out for. There you go, buddy. Well, that was neat. That's another one of those things. You never know what you're gonna catch saltwater fishing, especially a long structure like this. Hooking up another shrimp while we still have a little bit of daylight left and getting it back down. You got one? Mom has a fish on. What do you think you have? Oh, mangrove snapper.
Oh.
There we go. Man, he's gonna be a couple inches short, ain't he?
Probably.
That wasn't our target fish, but they are here. Pretty little things. If you plan on fishing for those specifically and plan on keeping them, they have to be 12 inches in Alabama. You have to use a circle hook and have a reef fish endorsement in additional to your saltwater license. We're not targeting these, but they are out here. Beautiful fish. Good job. You want to let them go?
Bye.
Let them go, let them grow. I don't make those rules up. I'm just letting you know if you fish in the state of Alabama, that's what they are at the time of making this video. You didn't get skunked.
I did not, yay.
That's awesome. Well, y'all, I just got hung up and I caught somebody's old aerator. Look at that.
Gently used.
Gently used. It'll be for sale on the website very soon. Just kidding. This is going to go in the garbage. Get this plastic and these batteries out of our Gulf and the water. But at least I got my rig back. But that's funny. I hadn't caught an aerator in my entire life, so we'll add that to the list of stuff that I caught. I'm gonna make sure I get all the little sea critters out. See that crab? There's a bunch of those little crabs that live in them. These small juvenile stone crab. There's some sea snails. We'll make sure I get all those out before I throw it in the garbage. You can see things moving around in it. See the crab and all that nasty water, but he's gonna go back. There you go. I think that was all the sea life that was in it that I could see. That wasn't a target species either, but it happens. It's nasty. I just did this video just to show you don't need a boat or a kayak or any way to get out onto the water to catch fish. Land-based fishing here in Alabama is doable. There's plenty of places to go. Pier fishing is one of my favorite things to do. I grew up doing it. But it's something anyone can do as long as you have an Alabama saltwater fishing license and something to catch fish with. If you want to pick up any Bama saltwater merch and tackle, I'll include bamasaltwater.com link down below, along with all the other companies that sponsor the channel. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed, and we'll see you on the next Bama saltwater fishing video. I want to thank the good Lord up above for everything he does for us as always, and we'll see you later.